Hi, I'm Park Martin. I am a mechanical and sustainable engineer.
My name is Ryan Sherrick. I'm a junior engineering major with concentrations in mechanical and sustainable design. So the first thing we had to come up with was our problem statement. And as you had heard from some of the other groups, we had Dr. Wunderlich speak to us, and Dean Kalenda and a few others. And the main three things we wanted to accomplish when we were looking at this project was mind, body, and spirit. So I know a big thing for a lot of the higher up people at their campus is they don't want this to be strictly athletic, but also encompass the mind, the spirit, and the mind. So those were the three main things we looked at when we designed.
One of the first main things that we had to look at when trying to figure out when we were going to design this building is where it was going to be. There were three main locations that we decided to look at. One of them would be redoing Thompson Gym. The second one would be where the last group placed theirs in between the lacrosse field and the soccer field. And then where we finally ended up picking our design, which is behind the soccer field, which was guided to us by Dean Kalenda as a good spot to go with. And we decided to pick this area because it was flat, workable land. It was still inside the campus so that everyone can use it. And most overall, it had the space that we needed to fit everything in.
Here we have a few snapshots of our basic layout. In the top right corner here we have the actual floor plan. The main field house room here is 30 feet high, and we have two wings on each side for the wellness areas of our project. On the right wing in the bottom corner here we have our weight room. Here we have our two home locker rooms with a private bathroom for each. In the top corner, we have our training room with two offices there also for the trainers, and a cold tub pool, and also a laundry room. That was on the wish list that we'll show you guys later. Here we have just our entrance area, and on the other side, we have a classroom just so you can meet with your team, and we also have a prayer room. That goes into the spiritual section. We are also open to the public. So anyone can come in, and it doesn't matter what religion you are. There's no specific religion for that room. We have counseling rooms right here. There's 4 of them. We don't have a specific kind. We just provided the rooms. The rest is up to the college. Also, we have 2 public bathrooms on either side, and we have away locker rooms here also. And the big open area is for storage, and we also have a spin classroom and a yoga room for the wellness section.
So for the spiritual and mind aspects of this, we had a few lists from Dean Kalenda that she provided us with a PowerPoint, and you see those on the left there. They wanted an athletics classroom, a social hub, and a counseling space, and then also a terrace. So on the right there we have some of the things that we incorporated into our design. We had a classroom that Park showed you in the front for a meeting, and also 2 lounges, the one being the main area of lounge, and the other one is over by the counseling offices. We set up a terrace outside, which is, if you look at our spinning model, it'll have the flat concrete pad out there with some seats and space for people to watch games or just hang out or whatever on a nice day. And we also have the yoga and spin rooms, so we can hold not only just like a regular weight room, but also maybe hold some classes and that type of thing. And then the final thing we got in this picture here is our prayer room. And like Park said, that's for any religion. It'll kind of just be like a quiet space. You could have, if the college would want to set up certain speakers to come in for certain religions, you could set it up for that specific religion. But as a general rule, it would be just open for whoever and just be like a quiet space where you can ponder.
For the athletic side, the basic needs provided to us by Dean Kalenda was a field house room that would contain 3 basketball courts, which you can see we have here, and a fitness center and 4 to 8 locker rooms. We decided to go right in the middle with 6 locker rooms and make our home locker rooms a little bigger because we believe that we should have a little nicer rooms than our opponents that are coming to our college. Our weight room, you can see in the top right corner there. It's surrounded by glass, so you can look out over the soccer field while you're doing your fitness activities and watch the soccer games. That's also the terrace right out front, so you can see it while you're walking in. And our training room, it's not pictured here, but you could see it on the other floor plan. With that included the cold tubs and the laundry room also.
For the facilities management, just general overview of what we had main bathrooms for everyone to be used. They're right off the track, so they're easily accessible from both sides of either the wing, the right side or the left side, and from the main track in the middle. There's also private bathrooms for all the locker rooms that was already mentioned. Then we also have a storage space, which is a very large, I think, 2,800 square feet that can be used for either storage, and then there's also room for a mechanical room in there. And it's also easily accessible through the track area via a roll door.
Here we have our lead check sheet. The headings for these are location and transportation, sustainable site, water efficiency, energy, materials, indoor, environment, quality, innovation. And we didn't do all of them. As we know, sustainability can cost money, so we wanted to make sure that we just got to be LEED certified. So for the location and transportation section, we got whole credit for actually just supplying bike racks, and you can see those in the front entranceway on the spinning model. We also had to reduce our parking footprint, so we did have that located on the right of the building, and it's fairly small. There's not too much room left there to put it. We also, for the sustainable site section, we had rainwater management, and for that we provided a green roof on the top. It's actually plants that are growing. It helps filter our water, and that will be classified as gray water, which we can use to flush toilets and things like that, and water the household plants that we have around the facilities. For light pollution reduction, we gave ourselves the credit for that because it is on our campus and it's in the big field. I don't think we would have to worry about our light wandering into our neighbors' property and them complaining about that. I'm going to jump to the energy section here. One of the ones we like to do is the renewable energy production. On the later slide, you'll see we also coated a section of the roof with solar shingles. Those are predicted to produce about 20% of the power of our facility. We're going to jump to the indoor environment quality here. For the daylighting on the spinning model, you can see that we have clear stories on the front and back side of it to produce natural daylighting. These windows aren't for viewing purposes, they're just to let daylight in. And I think we're going to move on here.
So these are some more of the sustainable features, and like Park said, we have a green roof, and when we were considering what type of roof we want to put on, you can see our pew table there. That is for the main area. You'll notice that the side roofs have sloped roofs. They would not have the green roof. The green roof would only be put on the top part where we have it actually sunken down a little bit so you can put all the layers in needed for a green roof. So you can see the things that we looked at were aesthetic, sustainability, cost, and cost of installing, and the lifespan were the main factors when we chose that roof. That also allows us, like you said, to collect rainwater, so we're not using as much water. That gray water can be used for our toilets. And then on the other roofs, we propose using solar shingles or solar panels. And we ultimately decided to go with solar shingles just for aesthetics purposes, because they look a lot nicer, and we are not counting on them for all of our energy, but we thought that would be a way that we could at least cut down in some sort of way. And then our other major thing for our sustainability was our geothermal heat pumps, which are very effective and they often pay themselves off for 5 to 10 years. They are expensive to put in at the beginning, but they do, if you're willing to make the investment, they will pay off in the long run.
And then we would have what this building would do for the college. When you have to deal with student health, we feel this building will entice students to come in, use the facilities, and to be healthy, mind and body-wise. Student academics, with the space that is given in this room, we think that we can provide new majors, be they sports-related majors, to the college, which will in turn bring more people in. Outside usage, we feel that we can make some money, bringing people in, and sustainability. This will just show that the college is environmentally focused. And then, in conclusion, we feel that this facility is environmentally friendly, will work, and ties together mind, body, and spirit. And this can be used as a model for the college to look at when they try to further this investment of building a field house.
And we're open to any questions at this time.
Is it true that that green roof is really just an excuse to have another baseball practice field?
Next question.
I'm wondering about your entrances. It's a very large building. Is that the only entrance there in the front? And was there a reason for that? And do you think that would be sufficient?
You go.
Yeah. Well, the main entrance is in the front, but you can see that we have side entrances. The ones on the left and right sides are actually directly into locker rooms, so that we don't have like soccer cleats coming in through the building tracking dirt. And we also have, I don't know, you probably can't see it from this picture, but there's double doors that line the whole way across the back. They're emergency exit doors that probably wouldn't be used for a general public, but I think by code you would have to have a certain number of exits throughout. So we do have those in place, but the main entrance would be in the front there.
Okay, that's great. It's hard to tell what they are when you see them from a
Yeah.
distance.
So, you mentioned bringing the community in. Do you have a vision, given the parking space, how they would be accommodated?
Well, if you go to the right of our footprint, that would be like the area where I don't know if you're familiar with the practice soccer field is, behind the quads like. That space there, we were thinking we would turn into parking, and that would extend all the way out to the road, so that would have easy access for anybody coming in that's not from the campus.
You guys put this up on the softball field, right? The softball. Do you know, are you relocating that, or do you plan to do anything about that?
Yeah, I think the ideal spot for that, we didn't look a whole lot into it, but would be where the old baseball field was, between the turf field and the soccer stadium. I think there's plenty of space there that you can put one in there.
Dr. Good?
What process, so it looks like you decided to put some things in, not other things decided. How did you make that decision between cost and benefit? And did you work within a certain budget, or is this whatever?
We didn't set up our own budget, but I'd say we were going off of, we wanted to be LEED certified and try and balance that, so we had to get to a certain number of points. I don't know if we mentioned, but we did get to 43 points, so we were certified, but we weren't like into the gold standard or anything. So we were kind of trying to balance that and a cost, we didn't have like a cost sheet, but like mentally as we were going through doing our research, we looked at about what things would be more and less.
And we also were going off of Dean Calendar's wish list. We wanted to make those a priority first of all, which is why we designated some of the rooms to what they were.
Why did you decide to go with all one level? So the previous group had multiple levels.
Yeah, most field houses I think are usually one level, but it's also more wheelchair accessible. And I don't know if we mentioned this, but there is a hallway that runs from both wings, so that's possible. But yeah, for the ease of the program and the knowledge that we we had, that was really our only option.